All right. Thanks everybody for joining another plog, as I call them. And this is not catching on anywhere on this vlog channel. Ryan's joined me again. You might have seen our previous chat talking about making it in Hollywood, or trying to, I think is what I called it.
Definitely trying.
Trying, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
Of course, yes. And this is a big, exciting day for Ryan too, because Let Me Poop in Peace, the music video, launched today,
Yeah,
which is
it's
great
pretty
timing. Yeah.
pretty fun. Just about 4 hours ago, I set up a YouTube premiere, had a whopping 17 people there at the premiere to start. So
Nice.
hey, got to start
Hey,
somewhere. I don't have a huge YouTube following yet, not a lot of subscribers, so got to start somewhere.
well, you're talking to a big kahuna here. I have
I know.
183. So, but hey, please subscribe. Anybody watching this channel.
Yes, please do.
We're both pretty entertaining, I would say. A little
We
biased,
try.
but we try. But yeah, Ryan's video is up on Comedy Productions. Sorry,
Oh,
O'Comedy.
Comedy Productions, yes.
Yeah, so I'll
Or you
link
can
that.
search "Let Me Poop in Peace" and it should come up on YouTube.
There you
Yeah.
go. So let me poop in peace. So you probably already searched that. Now, luckily, this will come up as well for anybody who's wanted to do that.
Yeah.
But I'll link those also. So subscribe. It's a funny video. We'll talk about it a little more, I guess, in a little bit actually, too, because I don't know. Basically, it's just really. Did you ever see Super 8?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It just reminds me of production value.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, we shot it on a budget of I think $1,700, which is really not a lot for what I was trying to achieve. So any production value we could squeeze, we pulled out all the stops, pulled all the tricks
Well,
or
look
whatever.
good.
Thanks.
Yeah, looked really good. All right, so just we're gonna take our little imaginary car down memory lane right now. Uh, we're gonna talk a little more about living in LA, which we lived in Burbank again.
Hmm.
In our previous episode, we did cover this. So a little bit more about like what it was like living in LA in this one.
Oh yeah.
One thing that I didn't mention that I should have in terms of like looking for LA, but it kind of goes with living there, is going to TV show tapings. And
Oh yeah. We went to
before
Leno one time.
Yes, we went to Leno. Do you hear something or no?
Like interference?
Yes. Oh, I'm getting a call. As long as you don't hear that, I think we're
No,
good.
I don't.
Great.
Big
Uh,
shot John over here. Tell your
it's fr
agent to wait for this taping to be done.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. It says unknown, so I'm sure it's an agent being like, this
Yeah.
show's really good. Anyway, sorry about that disruption. Yeah, so I want to mention that Tonight Show because I had a question about that too. But we went to a taping of The King of Queens
Oh, that's
before
true. Yeah.
moving down.
That's right. That was a
Yes,
blast.
yes. So that was during our exploratory trip,
Mm-hmm.
and I convinced you to go see a taping of my favorite sitcom at the time,
Mm-hmm.
also
It's a
tied with
great
some others.
sitcom.
Maybe it.
I'm still a fan. Yeah, I've
Thank you.
always liked that
Yes,
show. Yeah.
yeah. It's funny. It's good stuff. And so you and I went to a taping at the Sony Picture Studios in Culver City.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you remember this, but this is 2005. Um,
Yeah.
Shortly before, maybe 2004, before graduating. And so there's no GPS.
No,
So
no.
I either wrote down or printed the directions.
Yeah, and I'm pretty
Be-
sure you didn't let me drive because I drive like a maniac.
oh, I'm surprised I didn't. Like nowadays, I'm like, if someone else wants to drive, by all means. I'm
At
like,
that time,
spare
I
me.
think you'd seen enough of my road rage to not want me behind the wheel of your car.
I kind of
Yeah.
forgot that you had road rage. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so I do remember driving us. I was very stressed about it, unsurprisingly. And we were almost late. I was like, we're not going to make it to see this because like that Washington Boulevard is a super long street in Culver City. We ended up kind of like super lost, misdirected. But luckily we
Hmm.
did get there on time. And we got to see a taping of season 7. It was called Furious Gorge.
You remember
Uh,
the episode
I
title? That's
do. Oh
great.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anytime I
I
watch it,
remember. Nice.
no, go ahead.
Oh no, I remember it was a lot of fun, but for some reason I remember the fluffer that they called him, the
Yes.
stand-up entertainment before the actual taping even more. That guy was hilarious. I wish I could remember his name.
Yeah, he was
Mm.
funny. I think he was in an episode where he played a manager at Slappy's restaurant, I think.
Okay.
So, well, if anyone wants to look, I'll have my assistant look that up. He's just not here right now. But I don't know if you remember this too. I desperately wanted to meet Kevin James and Leia
Oh
Remini,
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
was a little more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, so I actually thought it was a possibility. So during the audience warm-up, remember he asked people to share something, and I shared with him that like we almost got lost, and it was such a crazy
Oh yeah.
story. And then he had me come down, and I tripped on the steps on the way down, and
Oh
people laughed
yeah.
at me at that. And then he asked me about myself, and he was like, can you tell us a little about yourself? And then they played that Ghostbusters clip of like, I collect molds and fungus or whatever, yeah, Egon says, which is a nice, like, I was like, that's nice.
I
Uh,
totally forgot about that. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I remember all of this. And then like he
Oh.
said at the end, he's like, because I did a whole little like I was trying to again do stand up ish, and
Mm-hmm.
so I was just trying to be funny, and I think I'm pretty sure I failed. And then he's like, yeah, instead of like he didn't answer like meeting them, but he's like, we'll give you a signed script, and they never did.
Oh.
So if
While you were close to the set, you should have taken off your bra and threw it at Kevin James and said, "Kevin!"
I no, I do that in my dreams though. That's more importantly. Um, But yeah, I don't. I just kind of remember that taping was fun to see. Sitcom tapings take like 4 to 5 hours, sometimes longer. But it's
Did it
kind of
really
interesting to
take
see
that
the
long? Because
process.
there was a really
Yeah,
great energy, having, especially now coming from the like what I'm used to with production. Sitcom is like its whole animal, but on
yeah,
single camera, short films, or even the television I've done, it's like there can be a happy vibe on set, but it's like a
mm,
way different, very chill endeavor compared to the high energy. It was basically like it felt like a stand-up show, the whole thing, but with
yes,
the set and with multiple takes of the same joke. But you could see how the performers were feeding off the energy of the crowd. And I
absolutely.
just had no idea that sitcoms had that environment.
Yeah, yeah, and there's less and less of the multicam sitcoms, like
Yeah,
the studio audience, and more single camera now.
that's true. And I
But
wonder how the performers feel about that, those who've experienced both
right,
ways.
yeah, I know. I'm kind of curious too. Because I could see how like with the I don't know if you remember this, but they would kind of try lines on us. So they would like
Hmm.
have them deliver a line one way, then the supervisors came by, they
That's
change
right.
it. Yeah, then they
Yeah.
kind of test with us uh how it read.
Which
Um
is really useful if you're
yeah,
trying to get the most laughs.
yeah. So it's an interesting process. There's less of those now, but if anyone goes to LA, it is really fun seeing a sitcom. We also saw a talk show. We'll get to that in a
Mhm.
second, but
Wait,
going to a
who's
sitcom.
still doing regular or classic
But that's
sitcom?
the thing. I'm like, who's because like
It's
Big
like,
Bang Theory ended.
yeah, were they doing
Yeah,
the sitcom style taping? But like Modern Family is
right.
considered sitcom, but they do the single camera,
Single
almost like
camera.
the Office style, um, fake documentary kind of thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's more of the like no studio audience. Like I love the middle. I think we talked about that in the last episode. That's just like single camera, but not mockumentary style.